Alright, another tutorial. It's a Bo Burnham song. It's Art is Dead. It was requested, I think yesterday or the day before. And I was actually kind of surprised I had not put up a video for this one yet. This used to be one of my favorite ones to play. Pretty fun song, not super difficult. So we will just get right into it. Also, I'm going to say, I'm not going to tell you exactly how to do every part, because every time you listen to him play the song, he plays it differently, as he does with a lot of his songs. So I'm going to give you the chords and give you examples of how he plays the different parts in the different recordings, and then let you can listen to it while you play it and learn it and figure out how to do it exactly the way he does it. But honestly, if you just use the chords, you can get away with it. So anyway, right into it. We're going to start on the E with the left hand. And I'll show you the left hand first, and then I'll show you what the right hand is doing. The left hand is just doing E, and then that's B and E. And then that is A flat, D sharp, and A flat again. Then you've got C sharp, A flat, and C sharp. A, E, A. Okay. Now what you're doing with that is, so it's A flat. And what I like to do, and what I think he's doing, is just hit that E between the A and the A flat, and you'll end every one with that same little pattern. So then it's A flat, F sharp, C sharp, B, and then B to A. Not very, kind of difficult to get the muscle memory. It seems a lot more complicated than it is, though. You'll pick it up really quick. So we'll do it again. Then he goes into it again. And all he's doing there is A flat, E, B, A. Again, that's one of those things that looks a lot more difficult than it actually is. And then just pick right back up. And then that's where you start singing. Now to get into the chords of the song, it's an E. Now there's two different ways you can play this, and they both sound fine because they're both an E chord. One is like this, which is just your standard E shape, which is E, A flat, and B, like this. Or the way I kind of like to do it is to put my thumb on this B down here and use this E and A flat. For me, it's an easier transition to the next chord, which is C, D sharp, and then that ring finger stays, or whatever finger you had on the A flat stays there. So it's that. For me, it's a little easier to do this than it is to come all the way from this E shape. It's just, I mean, obviously it's not a crazy transition, but it's a little easy to get lost if you're not super fluent. So that's just something, a little suggestion I'm throwing in. But the chords are E, and then it's that C, D sharp, A flat, and then it's C sharp, E, and you're still on the A flat. And this is another one where I do it maybe a little different. This is the shape. I just bring my, I go from this, I just move my index finger down and bring my thumb over to the E, so it kind of crosses my index finger and thumb. So. Then the only thing you're changing for the next chord is you're bringing this A flat up to an A. And then sometimes he'll end it by hitting that B once. Sometimes. That's something you can listen to and throw in as you like. It never sounds wrong whether or not you do it. So you, like I said, you'll get away with it. If you never want to do that, if you never want to throw that in, if it messes you up, it's not something anybody's really going to pick up on, so it's not a huge deal. With the left hand, you're still just doing the same notes with the same pattern. So you'll start on the E, then you go to that A flat, C sharp, A. Now here's and that's the same chord progression all the way through the song. It never changes. It's always the same chord progression. And then again, that's that thing he throws in sometimes. So it's like the only, I mean, like I said, it's the same chord, it's just whether or not you want that B to be high or low. So that's how, sometimes he plays it like, sometimes he only does the beginning like that. He plays quiet, and then I believe it's the part where he says it's the George Carlin line. Is kind of where he just goes back to playing the intro, rolling. He kind of plays that somewhere around the George Carlin line. And then let's see. I know that there's one part. It's the show has got a budget. This is the part. 40 fortnights. I am an artist. And you just slide down while he says I am an artist, and then back to the E. So, let me see if I can pick up. 40 fortnights, I am an artist, please don't forget. So he goes through that, and then like I said, it's the same chord progression all the way through. So it's really just a matter of listening to it, and then at the end when he's I'm just a kid, and maybe I'll grow out of it, that last thing he hits is just the E's. So you got your octave E's and then your E chord. And that's what he ends the song on. So not a super difficult song, just a matter of trying to keep up with all the different ways he plays it. You've got the just the typical bow back and forth with the left and right hand. And even like I said, even if you play the whole song like that, nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna be like, "You're not playing that exactly the right way." So that's the song. I hope this is helpful. I hope I didn't run through it too fast. I really don't think I did. It's pretty, like I said, pretty cut and dry. Not a lot of complicated chords or movements or anything. So I hope it's helpful. Thank everybody for watching, and I will see you guys with the next one.